You're frozen in time.
Try to slide over closer to the router.
All right, we live. What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. It's Football Monday, baby. Let's go. Eagles versus Commanders.
Let's go.
Sully squad in the house. We're going to get you all set. We're going to get you ready for the Eagles game and also Beast, man, 100 points in 2 games, yo. So let's get right into it, man. We got some ass to kick tonight. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it here. I got my man Sean to my left.
What's up, guys?
Got Mr. 6 for 6 Diego on the bottom. What's up, Diego? And I got my man Paul, Euro Paul on the
What's
top
up, everybody?
right.
What's up, everybody?
How you doing?
What's up? So,
What's up, man?
yo, man, let's get into it. We got a lot to get into, but let's keep it real, man. Embiid at 100, and that was awesome. But we got an Eagles game tonight. So, I gotta admit, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but I'm a little nervous. Am I in the minority, or how do you guys feel?
Not nervous one bit.
Mr. Chuck Bednarik's not nervous at all. Hey, Concrete Charlie can't be nervous. Diego's not nervous?
I think it's going to be closer than a lot of people think. I mean, it was 24-8 last time with Wentz there. Heineke is, I think, more competent than Wentz was. I think it's going to be close. We still win it out, but I don't think it's going to be like 24-8 like last game. I think it's going to be like, 24-17, something like that.
Uh-huh. I see Heineke like being more mobile, but he's definitely going to throw some gifts to the defense tonight, I see. Whether it be Slay, Bradbury, even C.J. Gardner. I got the game going 31-14.
Now, the big thing is on week 3 when we played them, Jordan Davis was there, and we stopped the run. I think Gibson had 12 carries for 38 yards and a touchdown.
Uh-huh.
We don't have him now, and that's a little bit of concern with him and Robinson this game.
Well, if anything, I mean, anybody could vouch for this. I think the whole defensive front is like a revolving door. You got Cox, Hargraves, Williams, Kyron Johnson, Sweat. It's like basically pick your poison, like I always say. I think they're going to be well rested, well prepared, and ready. Oh, and don't forget the addition of Robert Quinn to punch some people in the mouth. So
I mean, do you think they're going to be a little bit too rested? I mean, last game we played was like Thursday of last week.
Yeah, 20. What is it? Yeah.
So they've only played 2 football games in 28 days. I mean, that's
going to be too rested.
What's that?
Do you think they'll be a little bit too rested and sluggish coming out, or you think they're ready to go?
I mean, the fact that they're at home on Monday Night Football, you got to think Jalen Hurts is going to want to show out. This is I heard there's an interview that's going to be played where Vic and McNabb were interviewed. So about Hurts or something like that, or maybe they I don't know what it was.
They did, yeah.
Okay,
they interviewed him and they're going to put it on.
So the bottom line is Jalen Hurts is going to want to ball out tonight, I don't know, man. The only thing, like I said, I'm a little concerned only because the Maddox injury concerns me. Avonte Maddox is on injured reserve.
He's going to miss 4 games.
So
now you got Mario Goodrich elevated. I mean, next man up, rookie, but he played solid at Clemson. But the NFL is a different game as we know it, So and Josiah Scott, he's kind of banged up too. But I mean, I don't think we should be worried because you got the Slay, you got the supporting cast that kind of help. But
let me just give a shout out. Thank Adam Glenn. What's up, bro? How you doing? Thanks for checking out. Diego, what's your main thoughts for tonight? Like, what you have concerns? You think we're going to cover? I know the line. I think the line's like 10.5 or 11. So
11.
I think he froze. Diego, you hear me?
Man, I'm not concerned.
All right, hang on, Diego.
It's that Philly internet ain't working.
Yo, so here's our man Matty B. He's the you could check Matty out on the Flyers, the Clear the Ice, and also he does a show on Tuesday nights on Edge of Philly. Matty B says with a good GM there should be oodles of depth. Well, Matty B
Matt
is
loves
he's definitely the
some
Howie
Howie.
Roseman.
He
He's
loves
definitely
Howie.
Howie Roseman's #1 fan.
Yes.
Got to disagree with Matty there though, because Uzziah Scott actually did decent against the Jaguars, and the team's 8-0. So, I don't know how we could rip a GM that has its football team that's 8-0. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Diego, you there?
I am.
All right. Let's try it again. I know.
I'm not worried about this game at all.
Okay.
They should run right through the Redskins. I mean, we're the best team in the league. Heineke's whatever. I mean, he's not a terrible quarterback, but our defense, like Kilrain said, he should give us a few freebies. So the field should be in our favor more than them.
Absolutely.
So I think we should win this game. The only thing concerning is they only played 2 games in 28 days. How rusty are they going to be? Yeah. That's really the only thing that concerns me out of that, because we're better than the Redskins everywhere on the field.
True.
Yeah. Fuck them. They blow. All right. Never mind. I'm not scared no more. We're going to whoop their ass. All right. Let's go, baby.
See how
all right. Let's go. That's all I need. Yo.
The faith in them.
That's all I need. And you know what? Yo, they can't lose. First off, my man's got a Chuck Bernard. Hey,
Chuck Bernard. Chuck Bernard got a new game.
Chuck Bernard. Yeah, you know why? I got Bernard on the brain because I'm looking at the Bible with Pat Bernard. Yeah, I mean, I know. I was gonna say, wait.
Damn, Kilrain, you loyal to the Bernards, huh?
Wait, hold up. Pat's dad, Pat and Chuck's dad, Chuck Bernard. All right, shout out to Chuck Bernard. I meant Chuck Bednarik, Conti Farley. All right. I told you I was nervous about this game tonight, dude.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
come
on. I know. But now, you know what it is? I was listening. I'm going to get my man Fuji on in 1 second here. But, you know what it is that the fact that I was listening, because I do this sometimes. I was listening to Sports Talk 980, the Redskins, or I should say the Commanders Sports Talk, John. Yeah. And they had these dudes calling up and they're like, man, our defense and this and that. And I started thinking, I'm like, oh, shit, they do kind of got a good defense. You know what I mean? Like, I guess I was psyching myself out. You know what I mean?
Dude, but what are they gonna say? Oh, we suck. We're gonna take it and take an L from us tonight.
They should. They've been sucking for like 20 years. They should.
Another thing that's concerning a little bit. When you're 8-0, you're due for a loss.
Yeah.
You're due.
I see a loss in the future though. When I was going over the schedule last night, I was looking at the schedule. I do see a loss eventually.
Oh, great, Paul Stradamus. Where is that loss coming? Oh, great one.
No, but real quick about this game tonight, right? 2 things stick out to me, right? In week 3, it's like 7 weeks ago, we couldn't run the ball against them. Hurts had to throw the ball, 3 touchdowns, so we got nothing on the ground against them. So Hurts got to use his arm tonight again. So hopefully, he'll get that done. And we scored 24 all our points in the third quarter or second quarter. Last game.
Here's my man Chris Rapizzi, 3210 Eagles. What's up, Chris? How you doing? And
talk about Chris.
Without further ado, let's get our man Mike Fuji on here from Broad Street South. Man. You check him out. What's up, Fuji? How you doing,
Fuji. Bro? What's going on, fellas?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Washington Eagles tonight under the Monday Night Lights. How are you? Pumped for this game, fellas. Eagles game. How's everybody doing?
Good, you?
Good. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. Finally, we get me on here, Joe.
Yeah, no, man. I'm psyched, dude. All hands on deck on a Monday night game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, 8-0. We're about to be 9-0. Hope in a perfect world. And myself and you are Paul right up there in the top right, along with a couple other guys. We're going out next weekend. We're doing Notre Dame, Boston College, and then we're doing Eagles, Colts. Nice. So sure as shit. Obviously, I want to kick their ass tonight, but they better not lose next Sunday, man, because that's going to be a long trip back. You know what I'm saying? Especially long days.
Amen to that.
Yeah. So, what's your your thoughts? I mean, do you have any concerns about tonight? Or are you feeling pretty confident, or what?
I think the Eagles win, but I don't think this is the same team the Eagles played in week 3. I mean, they got Brian Robinson back. Heineke, he's whatever, but he lights a spark with this offense. Avonte Maddox out, so Josiah Scott stepping in, and the run defense scares me a little without Jordan Davis up front.
Yeah.
So, I think the Eagles pull it out, but I think it's going to be a little closer, than a lot of people expect. Like you guys were, when I was backstage, you guys touched on, so many games in 20 days. This is their third prime time game this month. So, they had a little more time to rest, and, hopefully they'll come out and smash this team right in the mouth and take care of business. Let's play 4 quarters of smart football. Let's not let them hang around like they did Dallas.
Yeah, we got it.
And Houston last week, which, I was down there with, Philly Sports Trips, Vince Rizzuto and the gang. And, they came right out and Houston drove right down the field, which, this team just looked a little lackadaisical, I guess, from being, playing 2 games in 4 days. So.
Yeah, we give up a lot of yards to Pierce, the rookie. So we had a monster down there. So I'm a little concerned with a little bit.
You've got our man Al Safiri. He said Fuji's giving you a shout out. Al Safiri says, "What's up,
Big Al?"
Let's see. Got a comment here, Matty B. Once again, he's Howie Roseman's #1 fan. He says, "Send in the Kobe Dean. Let's see that Howie magic, baby." Well. Hey, Matt, I got to keep it real, though, bro. We're 8-0. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. 8-0 is 8-0. Dave Yarnell, you could check him out on Saturday mornings on Patterson Avenue Fanatics. He's also on the Out of Box Network on the We Dem Boys. He says, "Hey, Sully Squad and Fuji, too. How's everyone doing?" Well,
good, man.
Well, Dave, we're doing really good. A lot better than Dallas after Coach McCarthy. Coach McCarthy did more for Green Bay yesterday than he did in about 3 years. You know what I'm saying?
Right. How beautiful was that? How beautiful was that? Dallas choking again. I love it.
Yeah, did you see it? Hey, Paul, you were there. You were down there last night. Did you see how they trolled the Cowboys at the Sixers game last night?
Yeah, I was sitting next to Al, and I said. And I looked at my phone and I see, the Packers won on the field goal. I was like, I guarantee they're going to put it up on the board that Dallas lost. And literally 10 minutes later, the crowd's going crazy. And actually, there was a Cowboy fan in the stadium, and they put his picture up on the board, and everyone's booing him.
Not to interrupt you guys, did you see there was a guy with an Eagles jersey at the Packers game last night? I think he had a Shady McCoy jersey on. Representing Philly.
Oh wow!
Actually, there was a guy in the in Germany wearing the Eagles.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We're representing all over. Eagles nations worldwide.
Yeah, that's right. Eagles fans are everywhere, bro. That's one thing.
Get rid of us.
Here's Chris Rapizzi with a really good point here. He says today is Devontae Smith's birthday. He's definitely getting 2 touchdowns. I don't know about 2 touchdowns, but
he went off last game against them.
It wouldn't surprise me if he scored at least 1 because they're going to try to shut down AJ Brown. And here's our man Dave Yarnell. Tough loss for the boys. I'm sad. Yeah, that was a tough one. If I'm a Cowboys fan, that's tough.
Yeah,
tough loss for my pockets.
Yeah, that's right. You had Dallas, right?
Tough loss for the pockets. Nice little $100 parlay down the drain. You know why? Because Cowboys fucking suck. That's why.
Here's the Gobbler, Pat Bernard. You could check him out on Sunday mornings, AM and PM, in 9 a.m. on the edge of Philly. We got here. I was trying to come up with a joke and I totally fucked it up. All right, so Washington averages 17 points a game now that Heineke took over. Gannon will have to adjust the scheme to his game. Yeah, I'm not that. I'm more concerned about Washington's defense than I am Heineke.
Yeah, you got Payne, you got Chase Young coming back tonight.
He's not back.
Oh, he's not back.
Nah, yeah, they were thinking about he was coming back, but he's not. Okay. So,
but still, you got Montez Sweat. Their defensive front. One thing I do like with Washington, those linebackers are tackling machines. So yeah, that's going to be one thing to look out for when it comes tonight.
So Fuji, you go to a lot of these Philly sports. Are you going to the Colts one next week, or you just went to the Houston one?
No, I went to Houston and I did DC with Al and Joey Sheeran.
Cool.
I wish, because I mean, I'm not a fan of Notre Dame, but I just would have loved to have gone to that Notre Dame Boston College. Just, the ambiance of South Bend.
Oh, it
would have been incredible.
Yeah, I was out there about 10 years ago when we were walking through, and wait, hang on a second. Dave Arnold, Diego, that's for you, man. Dave's keeping receipts, bro. Dave's keeping receipts.
What do you mean? I took them.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. Yeah.
I
Dave,
took the Cowboys.
Yeah. Dave, Diego was right there with you, man. He was upset because it hurt his pockets.
They broke his heart.
And we got Mike Lauro. You could check him out with the Gobbler, and also on the college football show with us on Wednesday nights on Out of Box, and also his locker room on Thursday. He said, "Sup, boys, let's go Birds." But no, what I was saying is the last time I was out in Notre Dame 10 years ago, and we were walking through the crowd, and dude, Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn were like right there, like they were just like chilling. I was like, "Oh man, this is cool." You know what I mean?
Right.
And I have you ever been out there, Mike?
Nah, never. Like I said, I mean, I'm not a fan of Notre Dame, but just to go out for the ambiance of it, just to see that, and the Eagles like the same weekend would be phenomenal.
Oh, here we go. Here's Al Zafori right here. He says he drove to South Bend years ago. Not a Notre Dame fan, but good time. Love visiting colleges. Yeah, definitely. And Al, if you're Al, did you go to Corby's, Al? Because I know. See, I have to look. Did you go to Corby's when you were out there?
I think. What is that?
Corby's is the bar where they filmed Rudy.
Yes.
And it's like, dude, it's so banging, bro. It's so banging. Like, we were out there, man. I was out there, and there's just people everywhere. Like my buddy Johnny, he's a cop in Philly, and we're sitting there. This is like 11 years ago. We're getting banged up, and here there's all these cops from St. Louis there, and it's like, so everybody and there's people the cool thing is there's people from all over the country. You got people from St. Louis, California, like all over the place, So next thing you know, dude, like you're just like high-fiving strangers, doing shots. You know what I mean?
It's like one big family.
Yeah, it's one big family. It's just great, Needless to say, nobody was feeling any pain that night. Let's put it that way.
Right.
But all right, so let's oh wait, here we go. Hang on one second here. Here's Dave Yorner. He said, "Have a great show later." All right, later, Dave. Thanks for checking in, bro. So let's do I guess let's do some predictions. What's your guys Fuji? I'll ask you. You got a prediction for tonight?
Say Birds 23-13.
Okay, I could see that. So what you think? Like 2 touchdowns, 3 field goals. Washington plays some good defense, something like that.
Yeah, but like I said, I mean, hopefully the Eagles will just come out, smash this team right on the jaw, play 4 solid quarters of football. As you were saying earlier, the Eagles scored all their points in the first half last time against Washington. Let's come off that Houston loss and, with a big game and put this team further back in the standings where they belong.
Yeah, definitely.
Like
Diego,
what they are.
Hell yeah, and then make Snyder sell the team sooner. You know what I'm saying? Make him be like, I gotta get rid of these fucking guys.
Yeah, but here's the thing about Snyder: the guy's been a buffoon like Jerry Jones for 20+ years. Keep him as an owner. All right, realistically, you can't because the guy's a scumbag. But Washington's been in the toilet all these years. Yeah. Keep him there.
Oh, I know. I want him to stay forever, man. I would not. When he's done owning, hopefully he's got some son that's even a more bigger fuck up than him.
Well, between him and plastic face Jerry Jones, get another facelift. The guy's too hands on, and you gotta love it. Just keep, when season's beatings when December comes around with Dallas, when we go down there and kick their ass up and down the field. Christmas Eve. That's a Christmas present. Season's beatings, I'm calling it now.
I love it.
Speaking of that real quick, because we have you on here, you hear the rumors of OBJ signing there?
Yeah, but I heard something come out earlier about Howie trying to
Howie's
take a
interested
run
too. Yeah.
At OBJ. So why not keep him away from Dallas and make this receiving core a lot more stronger?
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, make it just a plus to get OBJ in this receiving corps.
Yeah.
Just another weapon for JH1, just to get us to the promised land.
Oh, yeah.
Diego, what's your prediction, bro?
I think the Eagles win like 28-17.
Okay.
I think it's closer than we think. Like probably 21-17. Towards the end of the game, Eagles get a touchdown, seal the game.
Yeah. I could see like Heineke throwing like a big pick. Like here's Mike Lauro. Mike Lauro's got 31-13. Al Zafiri's got 30-17 birds. He said their secondary's trash.
Yeah.
That's true. Their D line is no joke, but yeah, their secondary's trash.
They traded the one guy to Pittsburgh.
Wait, hang on a second. Somehow I keep getting these. Wait, hang on a second. Hey, anybody that's thirsty out there needs some action, all right? Stop love all the time. Hey, listen, yo. We are strictly professionals.
Isn't that a new paid sponsor?
You know what? Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll take the Benjamins any way we could get them. You know what I'm saying?
Al, get on the horn, man.
Yeah, hey, Paul, I think they're offering hot tails. You know what I'm saying? You want hot tail? Yeah, sure. Why not? You know? Hey, listen. Next weekend, meet us out in South Bend. All right. And Indy. All right, cool. And then we got one more. Here's Al Zafiri says Goddard should eat. Yeah, let's hope.
Absolutely.
But by the way, sad news yesterday because I he doesn't play for us anymore. But I was sad to see Zach Ertz got hurt.
Oh yeah,
is he? Yeah, that's a shame.
Did they say was that a tear or?
Yeah,
I think so. So that's a shame because he was such a great Eagle. You know what I mean? And he's great Eagle, great dude. You know, I'd like to see him. Arizona blows, but I mean, I'd like to see him at least finish his career on a good note. Yeah. You know, Paul, what's your prediction for tonight?
Like I said earlier, in agreeing with Fuji, it's gonna be a lot closer than a lot of people think. I think it's gonna be like 27-17, something like that. Heineke, whatever the hell his name is, started 3 games so far, had 3 interceptions in those games, only 5 touchdown passes, not doing much. So, I'm more concerned about the run. I say 27-17.
How about you?
31-14.
Damn. All right. Sean's putting him on the table. He's ready for that new dating online. He's already got his talking out with his balls out here. You know what I'm saying? Jeez. All right. I don't know, man. I'll tell you what. All right, you guys are gonna think I'm a pussy, man, because I'm kind of like Costanza. I was in the pool. You know what I'm saying? I'm all shriveled up here. I'm gonna say
12-7.
No, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say like 23. Dude, I'm saying it's a sweat. I'm saying this is our first test of the year. Okay. I'm gonna say like 23-17, and it's gonna be like in the fourth quarter where like we need to get first downs to like run the clock out. Okay. Yeah, I mean I wouldn't bet the game, but I don't think we cover, honestly. I like the Redskins to cover the 10 or 10.5. Okay. You know, here's Pat Bernard to play on Al Zafiri's point here about Goddard eating. Pat Bernard says Commanders leave the middle open. That's where Goddard's dangerous. So hey, yeah, true. That's cool. And Sex Find Info, they leave their middle open too. You know what I mean? All day, every day, baby.
24/7.
Handed out massages and hot tails. You know.
That's what she said.
That's right. And no, you drinky. Never mind. I better watch it. You drinky. But listen, Fuji, man. Like, thanks a lot for hopping on, dude. I'm glad you got to chill with us for a little bit, man. It's been fun.
Thanks for having me.
Where can everybody check my man out? Where can everybody see you?
On all social media platforms, and our website is Broadstreet, BROADST South.com.
Yeah.
Cool. Make sure you check my man out. I know you're on with him a lot too, right?
Angel Martinez, yeah.
Yeah, who was the guy? You guys had a really cool guest on the last time you were telling me or whatever.
Kevin Mensch, man.
Kevin Mensch, yeah.
All Phillies run.
Yeah, cool. All right, awesome. Well, yo, man, let's Yeah, let's do this again, man. But thanks for hopping on, bro. And we'll go Birds, and we'll wrap to you in a bit.
All right, thanks, fellas. Have a good one.
So,
one more thing. Go Birds!
Let's
Go Birds! That was fun.
My man brings the energy, man. Even when
he does.
Out,
he's ready.
He's full of energy and life, man. He gets it going.
Hey, you know what? We need some energy in life because that's another thing. All right, so is it me or do you guys feel like a real excitement about this game tonight, or is it kind of like, maybe it's me. I think that's why I was a little nervous because I kind of feel like, okay, we're 8-0, it's Washington, we really ought to beat their ass. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the team comes out there and surprises you. That's where you catch that L. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Such a long awaited game, like you said, 28 days, and now we're finally getting back on the field, and what took all that mojo was, they had a great run, Phillies,
Yeah, that's true.
And ain't nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that, but now it's back to the Eagles.
Yeah.
Another thing, like I get, it's a division game. Sometimes you gotta sweat those out.
Yeah.
So I get Joe's feeling of feeling like it's gonna be a sweat because there's been plenty of times we play a much less better Giants team or a much less better Cowboys team, and them games are the ones that turn into sweats. Because that's your division. I feel like you elevate your game to play against your division.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're not like they're 1-8 or 2-7. They're 4-5. So
right, they're not a terrible team.
They're not,
and they're coming
trash.
in here to
they're not trash.
Quarter.
It's just you can't take this game easy. That's all.
Here's another concern too. That rookie Dots, the kid from Penn State, is back.
Yeah.
Right in time for Maddox to be out. So if you look at Washington's receivers, you got Samuel,
McLaurin.
You got McLaurin, Samuel's playing, right? Or he's back, right? Or did I miss that?
I think
he's but you got Dotson playing in the if he's playing in the slot, just Josiah Scott's really going to have to step up. I mean,
and we have a bad time with the tight ends. I don't care who it is. We just have that problem with tight ends. Whoever Washington is as a tight end can help me out. But other than that, you're right. Dotson back. I mean, you just got to punch him in the mouth first. Take the lunch money.
But hey, you know what? Talk about guys. Talk about a team that's thanked their lucky stars that the Phillies went on a run, and the Eagles are 8-0, and that's our Philadelphia 76ers. Doc Rivers' seat. I think how Burger King's got the flame broiled burgers. Mm-hmm. I think Doc Rivers' ass cheeks are flame broiled lately. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the Sixers have been struggling, but tell you what. The last 2 games, man, my man Joel Embiid, dude, 100 points in 2 games. I know. Go ahead, buddy. You can have the phone. I know. Paul was down there last night. Like, Paul, how unbelievable was that performance you saw last night?
Yeah, man, it's like a one-man show, like a wrecking ball. Like I was talking to you earlier, he's just playing power forward or guard. He doesn't rarely goes down to the net, and he's taking all these jump shots, but they kept on falling for him. He was unstoppable from the center there, in mid range. He was hitting everything. Just not much supporting cast around him last night. I mean, Maxey had 18, I think. No one else did anything. It was just him alone basically. He had half the team's points.
Yeah, well, to put it in perspective, I think the Sixers scored 27 points in the fourth quarter and Embiid had 26.
It's the other way around.
Or
he went off.
What do you mean?
27 points for Embiid.
What did I say?
26.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Oh, wow. Whatever. Embiid was kicking ass.
He took 28 shots and he went to the line 24 times.
That's amazing, dude. And I'll tell you what, no one.
Dude, yeah, wait. What's even more amazing is The team took 26 free throws, and Embiid took 24 of them.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
Insane stat.
What was your perspective, Diego? Did you get to see any? Did you get to see any of that go on this weekend at all?
I've seen a little bit of the game. Embiid, he's been lazy all season, but these last 2 games it reminds you how good the guy is. You know, you want to get down on him after a couple games, me included, and then the last 2 games, you're like, damn, he is one of the best basketball players in the world.
Well, he said after the Atlanta game on the plane ride back, he said that they had a talk, and it was bad. I don't want to say Tobias was up his ass, but like Tobias was kind of saying like, big guy, like, yo, we're only going to go as far as you lead us.
Right.
And then next thing you know, the dude gets 100 points in 2 games. And what really impressed me the game last night was his defensive energy. The guy had 7 blocks.
7 blocks.
I mean, because
11 rebounds.
That's the biggest concern about the Sixers this year is the defense. The defense has kind of been atrocious. Yeah. I mean, other than a few guys and
right, but and the signing of PJ Tucker was supposed to make us better defensively, and
last night
hasn't done shit. Maybe even made us worse.
He didn't even take 1 shot last night. He had 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal. That's it.
He's jumped
in 30 minutes.
Trash.
In 30
when
minutes.
that signing happened, as Joe, I said it was horrible from the start. I still think it's horrible, and no one can tell me it hasn't been.
How do you play 30 minutes and have like 1 rebound?
That's how it's been all year, though.
And 0 points.
You want to win guaranteed money? Bet that PJ Tucker will score under 10 points every game.
Yeah.
Chris Rapizzi with the point here. He says sometimes we all need a little kick in the ass. Definitely there, and I'll tell you, if you had to, I mean, I know we're talking about Embiid a lot now, but like, did you guys see the kid Charles Bassey that we let go?
He had a big game. I don't put much stock into that though.
But I put stock in. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think he's going to be some star or anything.
But he's playing well.
But
how's Isaiah Joe playing?
But I
remember that first game though. That first game, he had 6 threes right off the bat when he got traded, and then I haven't heard his name since.
Where did he go again?
He went to Oklahoma City.
OKC, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He went off the first game. He played for them. Like I said, I haven't heard his name since.
Yeah, Chris. That's a shame, man. Ertz is out for the year. Yeah, we saw.
Yeah, exactly.
But I always kind of liked that bat. I always thought that Bassey I don't know. To me, I thought he had a little bit even more potential than Paul Reed. Like Paul Reed still makes the same dumb mistakes like every single night.
Well, you want to hear a telling stat from last night's game? The 5 starters, were all in the plus minus, all plus. The bench, all negative. Melton -15, Niang -11. Like everyone else was plus. The whole bench was minus.
It sounds like the same problem we had last year.
Yeah,
we couldn't get nothing from our bench.
I was telling Joe,
bench, they blew the lead.
I was telling Joe earlier. We talked on the phone. Like I know it's early. I know we're missing, Harden for a little bit, but to me, this looks like a playoff team, but not more. Like I don't really see a championship team level.
I agree. Yeah, I said the other day. I said I don't think we're good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not.
I know. No one's ever going to read another article I wrote because I picked the Sixers to win the championship. Boy, do I look like a dumbass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you also said the Phillies were a dark horse to win the World Series, and they got there. No one else thought that.
All right, thanks, Diego. All right, cool.
I'll give you credit where it's due. You're 1 for 1.
I like that. Yeah. True,
but like I said, it's really early, so anything can change. You know, I mean, maybe we'll sign someone or trade deadline. It's early, so we don't even have Harden right now either. So we'll see.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but I thank God that Embiid came through with a couple of these games though, because
we would have lost last night the way that Utah was shooting the ball.
Well, I'll tell you what, it could get late early if they don't start playing some good ball. So these were 2 really big wins that we had this weekend. And if you look at the Sixers schedule towards the end of the year, the Sixers schedule gets a lot harder later in the year. Here's Al Safiri. He said Durant talks heating up again.
Real?
That's it. I think I saw that on a report somewhere.
No, what's that?
Yeah, I saw it today too. Yeah.
But
is that real talks, or is that just the media heating up some bullshit?
See, I'm not sure. You know?
Let me see.
But what would you?
Speaking of Brooklyn, our boy Ben Simmons is out tonight for knee soreness. So.
Goes from his back.
He's so.
Oh.
Diego, what was that thing I sent you where
Joel Embiid scored more points yesterday than Simmons has scored all year. He had 59 yesterday. Simmons scored 47 points yesterday or all year.
I've seen that.
Isn't that pathetic? I mean,
pathetic. And I still see posts on Facebook during the first 10 games of the year, people saying we should have built around Ben Simmons. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they're delusional.
Doing what? The only people that be building with Ben Simmons just builds houses in Africa, like on the island.
He don't build shit.
Remember they clowned the shit out of him saying he built a hospital or something.
Built brick by brick.
Yeah, brick by brick. Please,
brick by brick.
Brick by brick. Never hear that again.
11:50 this morning. Sixers seemingly intend to keep asking Nets about Kevin Durant.
Wow. Yeah, I seen that.
Sam Amico of Hoops.
And the Net. Yeah, but
and the Nets hang up every time. Hello? This is hello.
Yeah, but think about it.
The Sixers called click.
Dude, it don't even get that far. They see the 215 or 610 area code. They don't even look.
Yeah,
Daryl Morey's grabbing burner phones with different area codes just to try to get through.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because
they're talking about including Maxey in the deal too. So.
Well, who? I mean, you'd have to. Who the hell else would be? Who the hell? What are you
Maxey, Harris, Thibault, but they don't think the Nets will get any picks in the deal. That's why they don't.
Honestly, at this point, you got what? 2-3 years left of Embiid's career after this season. If you got to trade Maxey to get Kevin Durant, do it.
I would
do it. This is your chance to win right now.
Pat, Ferk is out with a knee injury, by the way.
It's hard to build winning teams in basketball. You don't build them all the time. You know what I mean? So when you got a centerpiece like Embiid, it's win, or you might have another disastrous 10 years.
Yeah.
And think about it. We sat through all that losing 8, 9, 10 years ago. We didn't do that shit just to make the second round. Like that's what makes me so upset. Like when they started the process. Yeah. I freely admit, I bought it hook, line, and sinker. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm tired of watching Andre Iguodala, Drew Holiday, all these dudes. I called the Sixers the try-hard gang because they would go out there, they play hard. They might win like 42 games. They lose in the first round. They had the 1 year they made the second round, but that was only because Derrick Rose got hurt.
Yeah.
That was the only reason. Yeah, that team had a lot of heart, and they took Boston to 7 games. And I was actually at that game 6 versus Boston. Now that was like one of my most fun moments of watching basketball was that. But in my heart of hearts, I knew they weren't going to win anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right, I got Diego. I got a take that you're going to love right here. Mike Lauro says trade Embiid.
I hate you, Mike Lauro. Trade Embiid.
Now, see, I get. There's a part of me that gets where Mike's coming from. I do. Only the simple fact, because if you say to yourself, Embiid, he gets hurt all the time. Maybe he only has like 3 years left. The bottom line is, though, you're never going to get value for him. So you're never going to get equal value. So you're better off just holding on to him for a few more years.
Just force him down.
He says trade him now.
So all right. So you got to be contending going into. Are you guys ready to go into another rebuild?
No.
You trade Embiid. That's where you're headed.
Hang on a second, Pat Bernard says trade Mike Lauro to the Blue Oyster. Let's see right here. We got Pat Bernard. Now, are you guys happy with Embiid's performance, knowing that it was a mismatch in the paint? Do you really think he's going to do that on Friday night against the Greek Freak?
How about this? I want him to.
He has put up good numbers against the Bucks, though. I got to say that.
Okay, 59 was awesome.
Right.
I want to see him do that in the playoffs. You know.
Oh yeah.
So,
well,
like, you know,
I want to see a healthy Embiid in the playoffs.
Yeah, I want to see not out with a facial fracture. Those points.
Thumb injury.
Enough said.
That's what Embiid, me and Joe were talking about it earlier. Embiid gets his numbers in the playoffs. It's not that he doesn't get his numbers. He don't show up in the big fucking moments. Like the fourth quarter, the game's close. Take that shit over. Like the best players do. You know, instead he's like shooting 3-pointers, not trying to dominate the paint. Like turning the ball over 3 times in the fourth quarter. Like he has to correct them mistakes in his game. You know what I mean?
See, Al Safiri here, he says, if they fall on their face this year, Embiid is asking to be traded to Miami. Yeah, but the problem is, Miami. What's Miami going to give us? Like Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo. I mean, on paper, those guys are good players, but we're not. What are we going to be? An 8 seed? We're not going to win.
That's what I mean. Are you looking to trade Embiid to if you're looking to trade Embiid to a team that can win, like the return I want on Embiid's high draft picks. Yeah. If I'm trading him to a team to compete, then they're probably going to win a lot of games for the next 2-3 years.
Here's the only way I would do it, and I wouldn't do this, but just to keep it real. Right now, the the Lakers suck. They're like 2-10.
Yeah.
New Orleans owns the Lakers pick. If you could tell me I could get a couple good players from New Orleans, I don't know, they wouldn't do this, but say they wanted to have Zion with Embiid. If you told me I could get Brandon Ingram, something else, and like their pick that could turn into the French kid, well then yeah, but then New Orleans would never do that. So it's a moot point. The point is,
I don't want players in return for Embiid. I want nothing but pick. Like, I don't want Brandon Ingram, a player who's going to come here and help us win games. Like, if anything, give me some picks, give me a return where I'm going to suck terribly, and then I'm going to have 2 picks in the top 10. You know what I mean? 2 picks in the top 8. Yeah, I could really turn my franchise around with some picks. If I'm not turning my franchise around with the trade, then I'm not trading them.
Well, I don't want to either. And the point is, we've already been there with the picks. Our picks turned out to be Nerlens Noel, Joel Okafor, Zaire Smith, Markelle Fultz.
That's a chance you take in the NBA, though.
What's that?
That's a chance you take in the NBA. There's no guarantee them top picks in the NBA are going to pan out, really in any draft, but the NBA especially. So,
yeah, no, I get you, Al. No, I agree. Al's saying I'm not saying to, but I'm not saying to do that. But that's I got they
won't have enough to offer us for him, though.
Exactly. When Embiid comes to me, I want to be traded to Miami. That's a nice thought, dude. But what are they giving me in return? You can get Tyler Hero. All right, dude, go back to the bench. Like, get out of here.
Yeah. I was going to say Paul's been wanting Kate Upton for about 10 years, but that ain't happening. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I mean, So
I'm past her now, though. She's getting a little too old for me.
Yeah, I'm sure. yeah, that's why you love Justin Verlander. I was ready to scrap him in game 1. That was so funny. Paul was my Diego knows everybody. Actually, everybody in the chat probably knows when the Phillies were down 5-0 in game 1. Paul's messaging me. He's like, man, he's like, they can't hit Verlander.
You guys thought it was going to be a breeze.
And I'm sitting there and I'm like, you know what? I'm like, fuck Verlander. They're getting them on the way back. So I put like $5 and I won like 110. The Phillies came back. You know what I mean? But nah, man. So yeah, I'll tell you this: the Sixers are in such a tough spot, dude, because it's basically like we got like a 2-3 year window to get this done. Otherwise, it's
back to the drawing board.
See, for me, I don't care if Embiid cries or not. He's staying here these guys are staying here for 2 to 3 years, and then after that, I'm blowing it up. I'm giving this because here's the problem, right? how many different variations have we had with Embiid? We had Jimmy Butler, Tobias, JJ Redick, Ben Simmons. They keep trying to reconstruct this team around him. You know what?
Harden.
This is the team we got. We got Harden, Embiid, and Maxey.
Yes.
And Tobias. You know what? We're going to sink or swim now. That's the way I'm looking at it.
I agree.
Yeah, Al with a point here. Al says 2-year window tops. Al's probably closer to right. I mean, I'm begging for 3, but he's probably right. It's probably more of a 2.
Yeah, 2, but you sacrifice a 3rd because you invested so much into it.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, hey, we got PJ Tucker here for 3 years, Diego.
13 mil.
Pat Bernard, he's an MVP caliber player. I'm not moving him. I agree. You can't, because you're just not going to get the value. I mean, like I said, Tyler, I like Tyler Hero. I like Bam Adebayo as a player. But you put the 2 of them dudes with Maxey, Harden, Harris, they ain't going to do shit. You ain't winning with that team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't winning with that team. So, do you have your phone? What's the? I think the schedule. I don't think we play until. I don't think we play.
No, we're off to Friday.
Next.
All right, so we play the Bucks next. How do you think? I mean, that's a big game. We need to get that W. We need to start stacking dubs. Mike Loro says I'm trading Pat Bernard for a cheesesteak. Cool, fair trade. Yeah. So, all right. So we got Milwaukee, and then who else do we got?
We got we got Milwaukee, Minnesota, Minnesota back to back. Friday, Saturday.
Well, that's tough right there. I mean, all right. So realistically, I think you got to hope to win one of them. I don't think you're going to win those 2 back to back, even though they're at home. So that's looking.
One.
What's that?
Got to win at least one.
Yeah, and especially with it being back to back, because although, well, you know what though, that is one thing that's really encouraging though. I mean, for Embiid to put up 100 points back to back, like a lot of times, he has a hard time back to back games like that. So that was encouraging. At least he's getting in shape.
Yeah, that's true. That's encouraging.
So what? Oh my God. Well, you know what? Do you think that Ben Simmons? I hope Ben Simmons plays on the 22nd.
He's not gonna.
He's soft. He ain't.
Dan, you know what?
No.
Dude, I haven't. So I have those tickets up for. I haven't sold those tickets yet, though. If he plays, I didn't sell them yet. I might have to go to that, John.
That's in Philly, right?
That's a good birthday.
Yeah, it's in here. It's in Philly. Yeah.
I'll go. Maybe I'll get tickets too.
All right. Well, let me see, because it depends on what they're going for. Because we might be kind of burning out from being in Indy and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But and plus the pussy might not watch. You know what? I won't sell the game, and then he won't play. You know what I'm saying? And then it'll be like, I think Durant won't play, and you'll just be like grabbing your balls, like, damn, because you know how the NBA is, dude. You're like looking forward to a game. You think you're going to watch like Durant. It's like Friday. You know what I mean? Bitch got out the car looking like Freddie Jackson. You know what I'm saying? You don't get to do shit. I mean, really. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the game. I mean, you went to up in New York to see the Mets and Phillies on a Sunday. We get there and they're playing their minor league team.
Yeah, exactly.
We didn't see Howard. We didn't see Utley. Nobody.
Yeah, remember we had the 4 aces and we went. I mean, Vance Worley had a good year that year, but they had the 4 aces and we saw Vance Worley and all the backups and we got smoked.
Wow.
Yeah,
we drove up to New York. We drove all the way up to Flushing, New York for that game.
I know. Remember, we were out the night before too. We were like kind of hungover too, because remember we went to what's that John in Point Pleasant? Jenkins. Remember we went to Jenkins. Remember?
Yeah.
That was fun, dude. Oh man, we got to do like a Jenks night next summer. You ever been up? No, it's funny. When I was a kid. Or when I was younger, like I always did, you always do like Wildwood, CI, all that shit. When I moved to Yardley, well, actually it was you, Paul. You got me hooked because you were living in Freehold, but you got me hooked on like the Jenks and all that stuff. You know what I mean? That's like That's like the Paulie D Jersey Shore crowd, you know. But it was fun. They're fun places, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but it's all right. You know what? Let's get into a little Phillies talk here because we got crushing loss in the World Series, but we got the off season coming here. So what's some interesting rumors out there? Did you guys see? It looks like everybody's predicting like Trey Turner to come to the Phillies, but I
think it's going to be Bogarts.
Yeah, so Bogarts. Yeah, Bogarts. Yeah.
So is that what you guys are thinking? Because I
Dombrowski has a relationship with him.
Yeah, it said Dombrowski has a relationship with him. So I mean, if that's your boy, I would say he's arguably as good as Trey Turner. Right?
Matty B knows all about Point. Grew up off Jenks Pier. Point Pleasant is the John. Bet. Hey, Matty B knows. We may not agree on Howie Roseman, but we agree on that. You know what I'm saying? That's awesome, man. But all right. So you guys think that Bogarts is the guy?
Yeah, because his relationship with Dombrowski.
The only thing is Trey Turner has a great relationship with Harper. So how much influence will Harper have on that?
I think a lot.
But Harper don't sign the checks or make the moves. You know what I mean? So if it's going to be easier
I
to
hear
get
that.
contract with Bogarts over Trey Turner, sorry Harper, but I'm going to get Bogarts. Who do you guys think's better?
I think they're pretty comparable. I mean, I'm
reading the article right now.
I think believe it or not, they both have high on base percentages, which is something we really need. Turner steals more bases. I know that. I think Turner has a slight little bit more power, correct?
Yeah.
Turner has a little bit more power. And
we're down a bit from 21.
But I'll tell you, I'll be happy with either guy, to be honest with you. If you tell me right now I could get a Xander Bogaerts and a starting pitcher and then maybe a decent reliever or whatever, I'm sold, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Well, Bogarts last year batted .307 with 15 homers, 73 RBI. So he's .307 hitter.
Yeah,
what was Trey?
Turner, I think, hit like 298. I think it was a down year for him. I think I'm going off of I don't have it in front of me, but
I'm looking right now.
My little guy's got my phone.
Trey Turner last year batted .298 with 21 home runs, 100 RBIs, 39 doubles.
All right, so Bogarts hit a little bit better on the percentage, but it sounds like Trey's got a little more power. So
yeah.
But Bogart, right here though, Bogarts didn't hit a lot of bombs last year. He hit 15, but he did hit 33 in 2019. So
all right, so he has that power there.
Yeah, he does. He's got that potential, and
you hit in this park, Citizens Bank's favorable.
Playing in Citizens Bank Park, you know what I mean?
It makes you even better.
Yeah.
Although we did think that about Castellanos, and look what that got us.
They got to get him right for next season, man, because we're not.
Yeah,
we ain't getting rid of him. So
I think
Castellanos has a big year next year.
Yeah.
If
you see his track record, right? It's like he has one great year, off year, great year, off year, great year, off year. And
can't be like that, man.
The year before, he had a great year, and this year he had an off year. So hopefully,
Castellanos is almost like a relief pitcher. You know, there's so many relief pitchers. Like 1 year they're good, 1 year they suck. Like for as much as we love Brad Lidge, look at Brad Lidge. Brad Lidge was perfect in 08.
And then he wasn't great in 09.
09, he was terrible, dude.
Yeah.
In fact, in 09, if we had the Cole Hamels and the Brad Lidge of 08 and 09, we
win.
We would have repeated. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I mean, they got to do something because we're you know, first off, our division is really tough.
Yeah.
And our division is really tough. So it's going to be hard just to get to the playoffs. Then you got the Padres. Tatis is coming back. They're going to be freaking
That's
nightmare.
A 1-2-3 punch right there.
You know, I mean, the Mets. I mean, the Mets may lose the ground, but I mean, that guy Cohen. I mean, he's going to spend some serious loot. I mean, that dude's he's a dangerous combination for a owner. He's got money. He's got balls in his pants.
They already re-signed Edwin Diaz already. They re-signed him already.
Yeah.
Mike.
He had it. That dude Edwin Diaz has deferred payments like Bobby Bonilla to like 2045 or something like that. I read.
Yeah,
like Mike's saying, Carlos Rendon is on the Phillies' radar. He could be.
I like Rendon.
Me too.
Rendon, Carlos Rendon, Wheeler, Nola, Suarez, Syndergaard.
I also read too that that guy Chris Bassett who shuts us down every
yeah,
time.
he's good, but he's old. But
Yeah.
what, 32? Even Tyler Anderson as
I
well.
think he's 34. Bassett's
Yeah, he's
34. But if you
34.
sign him to 2-3-year deal,
And then you got Tyler Anderson from LA Dodgers, 32. That's
Yeah.
another guy. I mean, it is what it is, but you're right. They definitely have to do an upgrade on pitching.
they do. Yeah, because if there's one thing the Houston series taught us, it's the fact that, I mean, was the Phillies run great? Yes, of course it was. The city fell in love with baseball again. Yeah, of course. But and we did take them to 6 games, but let's keep it real. If we're looking objectively, the Astros, there's definitely a little bit of separation between the Astros and us. And I'd argue, even though we beat them in a short series, I think there's separation between Atlanta and us also. So we got to get better. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Verlander opted out of his contract, so he's a free agent anyway. He might not re-sign back with Houston.
Matty B says leave Painter and Abel in the minors 1 more year. He says Painter will make the starting rotation. One thing about Dave Dombrowski throughout his career, he is not afraid to move guys up. Like Josh Beckett, he was with Josh Beckett. He moved him up early.
Yes.
No, Florida. When he was with Florida. The Tigers back with like Verlander and them dudes, like they came up young. I mean, so we'll see. But I don't think you want to put pressure on Painter, though. You know what I mean? I think that's why you
lights out, but you're right. I mean,
no, but don't put pressure on him, though. Like, basically, get a veteran in here, and then whatever you get out of Painter is gravy. Like for instance, get a Rodin, right? And you go, those 4 top guys, and then Painter comes up here. If he's a freaking stud, then even if he only gives you like 100 to 150 innings because you don't want to overtax his arm because he's young, he can come in and give you 100 innings. You know what I'm saying? So, the last thing you want to do is be like the Nationals that first year of Strasburg. Remember 2012 when they had Strasburg and they shut him down?
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm a Nationals fan, I'm like, what the fuck, man? We have a chance to win, Here's Pat Bernard here. Oh, I mean, I'm sorry. Not Pat Bernard. Here's Paul Spencer. What's up, Paul? Sorry. What's up, boys? Flying home, doing 110 on the turnpike. Listen to Sully Squad. I got my ass a real Philly cheesesteak and one for tomorrow, too. Not this imitation shit up here. What's up, Paul? How you doing?
What's up, Paul?
You could check Paul out. I know he's suffering a little bit today. He's a diehard Cowboys fan. He does a great show on the Out of Box Network on Wednesday nights. We Dem Boys. He also does a UFC show on Tuesday nights, and he does the College Football Frenzy with us on Wednesdays. So any college football fans out there, check us out on Wednesday nights because we break down the top 25 and our Golden Domers and Penn State. I know Mike's a big Penn State guy, and
when the Eagles win tonight, Dallas will be 3 games behind us.
Yeah, well, we're going to need that. 3 games behind us, and we got the tiebreaker until we play them Christmas Eve. So, all right. Well,
the Giants are ahead of them too.
Yeah, and the ironic thing is no one believes in the Giants at all, and I hate the Giants, but they keep winning, man.
Yes, they do.
So
and they play Detroit next week, and who give up the most yards to running backs. So it's like 200 some yards from Barkley, I think.
All right, so before we get out of here, because I know Edge of Philly Sports has an actual Eagles post playoff. God, I can't even speak. Has a pregame show coming on in a little bit, so we'll get ready to wrap up in a few minutes. But shit, what the hell did I want to say? I totally just lost my train of thought.
From the sponsors.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that though. It was I forget what I was going to say. Oh well, I just had a brain for it. But You know what? Let's give a shout out to our sponsors here and a thank you here. Maybe it'll come to me. Oh, I know what it is. Now I remember. All right, so next week, Dallas plays Minnesota, and as a lifelong Cowboys hater, I never can root for Dallas. I mean, you know, I root for anybody but Dallas, pretty much.
We might have to next week.
That's my question. If we win tonight and we're 3 games up on Dallas, we're only 1 game up on the Vikings. I posed this in the chat yesterday. I'm not going to say root for Dallas because I can't.
You want them to win.
But would it be better if Dallas got Minnesota a second loss, or would it be better to get Dallas a 4th loss? Paul,
No, I think it'd be better to get Minnesota a second loss.
Yeah,
and
then we play Dallas again anyway. So
what's more important, Dallas losing or us being the number 1 seed?
Yeah,
us being the number 1 seed, in my opinion.
But that's how I weigh it.
Dallas has
Whatever benefits the Eagles more, I want to happen. I don't care if it's the Cowboys win. I don't care who it is winning or losing, as long as it benefits us more.
Yep.
Mike Lauro says no, root for Minnesota. We own the tiebreaker. Yeah, but there's no guarantee we're going to be tied. What if I'll give you a scenario. 1998, the Atlanta Falcons went 14-2. They were the number 2 seed because the Minnesota Vikings went 15-1. So yeah, the Falcons won the championship game in Minnesota, but imagine going 14-2 and you got to go on the road in the championship. That would suck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, I kind of disagree. I mean, like I said, I won't root for Dallas, but I actually won't be upset if Dallas wins next week, just because I think long term, I think it makes more sense for us. What do you think, Sean?
Vikings. I want Dallas to win, beat the Vikings.
Wow. I think on that note, all right, go ahead, Paul. I'm sorry.
Real quick. Two games on the schedule that kind of scare me.
The Vikings to beat Dallas.
Yeah.
All right, I misunderstood them. I was about to say that the computer's about to shut off probably because it's like sacrilegious what we're saying here. Go ahead, Paul.
No, I'm saying I'm looking at the schedule and 2 games right now that kind of like could threaten us our perfect season. I think the way that Green Bay won yesterday, they're hot now. I think. We play them in 2 weeks. That could be a tough game, and also way Jordan Davis is out. Derrick Henry scares me against Tennessee. What do you think?
Yeah, the one thing about Tennessee though, Tennessee doesn't score a lot of points.
Yeah.
So Tennessee might run the ball on us and stuff like that, but I still think as long as you get 23, 24 points against Tennessee, you can win that football game. Yeah. No matter what.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, that's what I wanted to get to. All right, well listen, let's get ready for this game. So let's get ready to wrap up. Before we do, let's give a shout out to our sponsors here. Oh, hang on 1 second. What the hell happened? All right, so anyway, for anybody out there that wants to take an Eagles road trip, we got Philly sports trips.
Yeah, take the Colts trip so we can meet you out there.
Exactly, yeah. Anybody out there that's doing the Philly sports trip, Sean and I didn't take the trip, but we're definitely down for meeting up for a tailgate. But these guys are going to do the Colts game this week. They got the Giants game on the 11th of December.
That's sold out too.
Yeah, that's sold out. I know. I snoozed on that. I was thinking about doing that one, but I snoozed. Chicago. I think the Chicago one looks pretty cool. The Chicago one looks cool, and of course Dallas. So they do a great job. Make sure you check those guys out. Eagles Game Day Live, presented by the Painted Lines. www.eopsports.com. You can check out the pregame show, halftime show, and postgame show. In fact, the pregame show is coming on in about 20 minutes. I always like to say this, but if you do a road trip and you wind up getting a little banged up and getting a little trouble, got our man David R. Cherry Esquire here. He can get you out of it, or he can help you, give you some advice. I should say. I shouldn't say he can get you out of it. I'm giving false advertising possibly here. But My man sponsors workers' compensation, motor vehicle accidents, personal injury, and criminal law. You can check him out, 610-565-0300. Our man Matty B, he's been chiming in here. He does great work. He did the Phillies Fightins, as you've seen all year. He does his own show on Tuesday nights, and he's also got Clear the Ice, Flyers post-game show. Right now, they're airing some grievances because the Flyers, they're started off good, but now they're starting to suck balls. And my opinion says, embrace the suck and keep losing, please.
We are who they thought they were.
We need some talent, man. This team blows.
Yeah.
All right. Here we got the old school. Hopefully you guys checked this out on Friday night. If you didn't, tune in. We broke down the 12 greatest receivers in Philadelphia Eagles history, from Tommy McDonald to Terrell Owens. And not this Friday, but the following Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, we are going to do the biggest douchebags in Philadelphia sports history. So, yeah, make sure that, because we got plenty of them. We already talked about one earlier, Ben Simmons. But, of course, you got tons. You got Norman Bremen, Harold Katz. You know, I don't want to give too much of the list away, but I think you guys
– So Papelbon has to be on there.
Yeah, well, Papelbon was actually kind of good, though. Everybody shits on that.
Yeah,
Papelbon's actually our best closer we ever had.
He was a dick, though.
Yeah, he was a dick, but Philadelphia's had a lot of dicks in this town. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
But you know what, though, Paul? Tune into the show and put your input in, because we're gonna rate these assholes, all right? And here's the lineup for Edge of Philly Sports. Make sure you check out all the shows. Of course, you see us tonight. You got the pregame show, postgame, halftime show, postgame show. We got a little bit for everybody here. Sixers postgames, Flyers postgames. There's even a lacrosse show. I always say give those guys some love because they do a great job.
Mm-hmm.
There's soccer shows. You know, you name it, Edge of Philly Sports got it. So make sure you check everybody out. Give us a like and a listen and a holler. And
also,
anyway,
not on there, too, is our fantasy football show that comes tomorrow, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Paul. Yeah, you're right. I thought it was up there. Yeah, and
Paul Kuiper, baby.
Yeah, my man Paul Kuiper, for anybody that needs some fantasy advice. Yeah, and my guy helped me out for a tight. Remember, you helped me out for a tight end this week. I picked up the dude from Tampa. I didn't even look. I don't know if he did anything. I didn't even look because, dude, I'm in like 5 leagues. I can't keep up with the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, I helped out. I helped out Vince. He picked up Cole Kmet, and he had like 2 touchdowns, 78 yards this week.
Dude, a 51-yard bomb.
Oh, that's what happened to me, dude. I lost in our league because that asshole had like 25 points against me. I'm like, looking. I'm like, how did I lose? And it says Cole Kmet. I'm like, fucking kidding me.
Blame
dude.
him. Blame
Gee, thanks.
Paul Kuiper.
Well, last week he phoned me because he had his brother pick up Justin Fields. He had like 46 points. He's like, oh, I told Peter to pick up Justin Fields. I'm like, oh, gee, thanks, dude. But
really love.
Yeah, Paul will be buying his own. No treating Paul for beers this week. That's for sure. No, I'm just kidding. But all right, guys. Well, look, go Birds.
Yeah, baby.
Go Sixers.
Go Birds.
Let's get this W tonight. Oh, and real quick. Next week, Paul and I will be driving back from Indianapolis. So my man Mike Laura will be hosting the show. So thank you to Mike Laura. Mike Laura is going to be holding it down for us. But we're going to see if we could get I'll talk to Al, but we're either going to call in or we're going to try to get a video from the road coming back from Indy. Hopefully bringing that dub back. So, all right, guys, have a great week. Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds, baby. Have a good night.